Hi, this is Just Saying, better known as Cypress Golden Bronze. Wow, I looked at News Now today and saw the bad, and I heard it yesterday about Detroit, Michigan. That doesn't even sound right. If there are blacks that have jobs that are good enough and their families and they worked hard from nothing and they came up and it's those group of blacks that stop us in many ways because they influence us more because they're doing nothing for their own communities, and it shows. Detroit, now the water. It was the water before. They didn't have enough water. Now they really wanted. I'm going to tell you, first of all, the 1% want to go to the moon. Now, when we say that, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. They really want to, but they're unable to right now. So they got to stay here. And they're in dire trouble because pretty soon their money value, the value of $1, won't be anything, not even to them. And it's not going to take 500 years. I know one white lady I talked to, she said, oh, it'll be another 5,000 years. And I said, no, that's going to happen now. That's happening now. So all the things that you've done to other people, all the slickness, all the racist things that you have done to everybody, you are going to pay for it in the end. And this is your time. And that's the reason why I feel they're so savage on killing people in the lower areas. They're not doing it in the higher areas. I shouldn't say that. What should I say? Not suburban. What should we say? Suburban areas, and where most of the white people live, they don't have this issue. That should scare you because it tells you the truth. It tells you the things that were to come. It was foretold. All of this was foretold, that they are wanting to destroy black people. They want to kill you. And they want to be on top. These people can't be on the bottom. But they're falling to the bottom by natural sources. It's naturally falling. But like I said, and I always say, that nobody can do anything to you unless you let them. You know, I have an issue with a harasser right now that I am collecting documentation on everything so that I can, get you, on cameras. They're going to have these cameras on the vest of the police. Come on. They're not going to do that. It's like a joke to watch these people sit up because they want to tell you something to satisfy you until the next kid they shoot 18 times. Then they got to think of something else. See, things are running out for them. It really is, because those cameras are nothing. And the police that help them are the ones that are nice police. You say there are nice police. Yeah, there are. They are nice, but they help the bad ones. And there's a lot of bad ones. I say they're the Ku Klux Klan, blue-eyed devils, infiltrated on the police department. I don't think anyone's ready to speak up on that now. Not even Al Sharpton, or the civil rights movement, or they're not ready to mention it, as if to say, they know. So we don't help each other. So here we got a piled up issue again about water, and they can't even clean the dang water. They said you could use filters and they'll pretty much help a little bit. We want you niggers out. That's what they want to say. And you know what? I would be so gone. This black person has never, right now, the area I live in, there's not that many blacks. blacks. But Hollywood is real sloppy anyway. It's not like what you think. You know, most people want to come and see the stars on the ground, and they take pictures. You see them taking pictures, but it's a real sloppy, icky place to live. It really is. It's not. But I don't live where a lot of African Americans. And I was thinking, if I had to, I would never live in like the mountains with white people. I wouldn't want to be someplace where it's all white. I'm like, my aunt said that one time. And I just wouldn't want to live with you because we live different. And I went through that at Capitol Drive where my grandparents first moved to 15th and Capitol in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And Capitol Drive used to be all white. And in the process of the change, my grandparents moved there. So I played with a little white girl that her mother wouldn't even let me go in the house to poop. They were real racist, real racist. And as soon as that one little black blood hit Capitol Drive, they moved. But then the light-skinned blacks that put themselves, their buddies, old Jack, old Joe, and they're real buddies with them, you know, and those are the ones that were in politics that destroyed Milwaukee. It was not Scott Walker. It was the black. I remember them because some of them lived in my neighborhood, and they were the first to really screw you and help make that happen for Scott Walker to come into play. I remember. They were the rudest black people I have ever seen in my life. And I stayed with my other grandparents on 6th Street, which was more or less like the inner city. And we lived in both places, me and my brother, because my mother was gone. Left on December 1966, and Christmas, my mother was in a car accident. And so me and my brother lived with both grandparents. And I remember some of the things some of those people would say, and most of them were light-skinned. Now let me tell you, the dark skin, notice how I keep saying light skin, dark skin. This is what I'm telling you. This is what happened, young people. Don't let them civil rights people and all that tell you something new and different. This is what actually happened. One of them told me and my brother, when we came to stay with the grandparents during the summer, said, go back to where you came from. And my grandmother had to go down and tell her off. And my grandmother, she told her off. She didn't curse, but she told her off. That lady died of a heart attack. But it was another family that was there. These are all light-skinned people. They were all with good jobs. The first time, I guess, that people were getting management positions and all of this kind of stuff, and they were moving up. So they were looking down on the poor black people. And I was dark-skinned. My brother was not dark. So I got busted a lot of times, and I remember it as a little girl. And so I'm saying that to say this, that it wasn't white people going to do what they want to do. You see how crazy those people were? Killing everybody, lynching people, pouring gasoline on people. They've been inferior. You know, an inferior people, and very evil. Coming to Africa to even think that you can take a group of people back and make them slaves, which they did. And the thing is, I think, why didn't we fight then? You're not coming in my apartment or in my home and take anything out of it without a fight. Why did we do that? We were giving rules and regulations where, like they told Kunta Kinte, not to walk by himself, walk with somebody else, don't walk close to bushes, and giving rules like that. Why didn't they just say, here, the machete, cut his head off? It's only a couple of them. Cut their heads off and burn that boat. And if we need it, let's build something on the boat. Because we were so wealthy. Black people used to be so wealthy. We were wealthy in everything you could look around. It was heaven. And we let those people come on our land, in our country, and take us and mess us up. Bring that nasty, filthy religion, and it's been a part of us ever since, which is Christianity. Brought that with them too, with the white Jesus. I mean, there are some Africans, they said till this day, they have white Jesuses in their house. That's so sad. But how can people get you like that? Boldness. They're insecure people and they're evil. But that's what happened. It wasn't all the white man, this white man. It was us. And we're still like that. I mean, I could be mad and I could put my foot out and die for all black people. I can do that. I love black people that much. I could do that. But when you're all by yourself, what good will one little life do? When you got a whole bunch of black people just like the ones I just told you about. And they grew. They got children. So they probably voted for Scott Walker. Probably helped him in there. That family that I'm talking about, yeah, they were in politics. I cannot remember. It wasn't Gentry. What is their name? Real bright. You know, and most of the people were real bright. The dark-skinned people, the dark-skinned men, I remember because some of them were, you know, tasty looking. They had nice suits, they were smelling good and everything, and they run around. They got an Asian, white, or mixed, or light-skinned, long hair. One or two. They never will, you never see a dark-skinned man in that business with a dark-skinned girl. Black. And then bring and sneak his mother in pictures that's dark skin and put the white hair. He just smiling with the white hair flowing everywhere. You know? They had those. What hope did we have? When you are against yourself, how could glory or the Spirit save you? When you are against yourself, now there's nothing we can do about those black people. Trust me, they are sick. There's nothing we can do. I mean, look at what I've done. Over 250 videos, and I will be doing more as I see fit. And had all kinds of people. I've even lost family members over Obama. Over Obama, a man that gave nothing for you. He should be an embarrassment, him and his wife, for 6 years. An embarrassment, and we glorify his name. He talked about you in your face. No respect whatsoever. And where he had respect, he gave it. He was no good for black people at all. And no, he shouldn't. He should be like that for all America. Do you know how many times I've heard that? For all America. I agree with you. I agree with you. He's supposed to. He should do that. But he's black. And you never, ever have a position such as president and not use some power for your own people. There's no other culture that's going to do that. There's no Mexican. You ain't never going to see a Mexican do that. Jew. That's why the Jews are together, because they stayed together. No one is going to do what that Obama did but Obama. So he can sit in the laps of all of those white people and smile and he, and then sing black songs, you know, like he's so hip. And then turn around and say the things that he said behind Trayvon Martin, Eric Gardner, Michael Brown. He kept doing it. He kept doing it. And we say, Obama, Obama. He was horrible thank you, God. Get out of office. Hurry up. And that will never happen again. I like to say, everybody, it won't happen again. It won't. We just don't need any help. It'll spark off. It's going to take one murder. Now, just one little one that's going to spark it off. Because this must stop. Whether we have Obama's approval or word or not. He is disgusting. And I will say it over and over. Somebody said that I couldn't. Let me tell you this too. Because a lot of people tried to get rid of me, some of my friends, off of Facebook. That's black people, I'm telling you. I'm loving you, and you want to, I told you Rosa Parks was a bogus, and she is. They came out with so many articles they done wrote on that woman, and that woman was not the first. They're trying to cover up their lie. That's what it is. But I never liked the NAACP anyway when I was in college, and we had to pay into that organization. We had to. I went to Kentucky State University. We had to put money into the NAACP, and we all said then, I remember, they do nothing. They do nothing. All of this sometimes is about being a star. Sometimes it's about being the biggest politician. Sometimes none of this is for justice. Now people need water, and little children are sick now. It's going to be worse. You're going to have people dying behind the lead water. That doesn't do anything for a black person that lives out in the boonies somewhere, that loves the way they live with a white wife and half white kids, and you sit around and you just, those niggers all day long. We will not get anywhere like that. But now people are going to be dying, and it's going to take one slip of the pen. These little cameras that they have, that's, you know, for Obama to even make that suggestion, he needs a kick. But see, his children are happy, going to college and all. And the wife, she's very happy. She jumping jacks. So what was she doing? A rap song the last time I saw her. You know, so they're all happy. It's not following me. And once I leave here, I got to have my stuff pretty clean. So I don't really care. And once you leave, please people, leave him where he is. Don't rise him to do anything else. Because it would be fake. Just let him go. Let him go. He's got kids that he has to raise, or go to college with, or go to school and help them through school, or whatever you have to do, because they didn't get killed or thrown across a darn classroom. The story, Mary Jane, a show that comes on television, they're going to have an episode about the taser thing from the police. Oh, in fact, I saw it already, so it's been on. So some of the shows are trying to pick it up. You know, they trying to get money. Producers, writers, that's entertainment. Hollywood, which I'm glad that I didn't make it, because Hollywood is a disappointment. It really is. I think all the talent is in Chicago. If you want to hear music, if you want to see acting, if you want to see real actors, real talented people, it's Chicago. It's not California. California is trash. It really is. I hate to say it. I saw it and I said, this would be, when I was younger, that would have been a waste of time. I came here on the Spirit. The Spirit brought me here. It brought me here to live. Everything. Everything. I just came here on that note. And now I'm doing this. I'm signing up for school for, it was some of the classes that one African American history class I want at UCLA, so that's the one I'm checking out today. There's another one I want to take, voiceover. I want to do voiceovers. I do, just a little bit. It could be a little, I don't care, because you know the stars take the big jobs, you know, but they're really good and they're fun, you know. And been with some friends that are into animation. So I'm just all into the background of things, and I like it because I don't want to be bothered with half of you people. I don't. I don't run around. I don't kiss booty. I don't like the spiritual realm thing in California. And I hate your soul food. I feel sorry for Miss Robbie from, they said her food is bad. Now, that's what I heard. I went and had it out with the manager. I just think that's a bad spot. I think she should have brought her St. Louis people to cook, and then we would have had a soul food joint. But to have those California people, they can't even cook at home, much less cook soul food. You would not believe it. If you think I'm lying, hey, come. I had some fried catfish one time, picked it up, and it fell apart. And they said, oh, it's good. Just put some fries on it. Give me my money back. I told them, this is not what you're supposed to be getting for fried catfish. That's not how it look. Y'all black and can't even cook. Black people used to cook. See how I said black and white people are different? They are. We have a different way of approaching each other. A black person go to a white person's house. Hello, how are you? But you go to the black person go home to their mother, father, sister. Hey, cousin Ed, what's up? We're just different. But they done took that too now. White people do that too. But they hate us. They're killing us. And they kill our kids. But they hate us. We do. We're different. We're different in the way we look. I know my doctor says all the time, why is your hair short this time? Your hair was long. I said, black women fix their hair in different ways all the time. We like different styles. That's just the way it is. We do the wig thing. And when we get tired of the wig thing, we can cut it off and shave it off, make it look good and boss. We just beautiful. We're beautiful naturally. We have a lot of natural beauty. And I guess they say, why did God give it to you? Why did God give you the richest land? Africa. Why? I'm going to kill you, and I hate you, and I want everything you got. If I have to kill you, I will. Remember my story, Sammy and Frankie? So keep your eyes open. Everything is good. There is a little girl that I saw. Her name is Nia Kinney. Nia Kinney is the little girl that was in the classroom when the little girl was swung around. I can't even watch that. I can't. I would have had to find out where he lives. Don't ever, anybody out there in social media land, don't ever do that to me. I'm supposed to be having a grandbaby. Don't ever touch my kids like that. But the little girl that told how she was and told the truth is facing time in jail. 30 days. Her name is Nia Kinney. And on Facebook, you can find a place where you can support her on Facebook. And it says, thank you, Nia Kinney. And that's timeline. I'm trying to find her thing where I can drop the charges and how many people should drop the charges. Interested. Yeah, so please go on Facebook, find it. I didn't find it before I did this webcam. That's a no-no. Her name is Nia, capital N-I-Y-A, Kinney, capital K-E-N-N-Y. Okay, and then maybe you can Google her name as well at any time she needs support to send support. And I have done that. I've signed so many support things. I wonder if these people take that and manipulate it. Shit. I'm not scared because I know I will fight. So I don't have any fears. I'm in a time in my life I don't have to worry about a job gonna fire me, and you don't like me and cousins don't like me and family don't like me. I'm at that age where I don't care. So I'm able to speak out freely about Obama and everything, and I don't have to worry about it. I mean, I'm sure my doctors and everybody's been on here and see this. And that's who I say it for people. A lot of people also say people don't want to listen to you. That's why you don't get no likes. Well, I'm going to tell you. So you're talking to me, right? Right. So you're talking to me about that, right? Right. That means you listened. So that means the likes, I don't even look at those anymore. I know there are people that go, let me see what she said today. This so crazy woman. She don't like Obama. She don't like black people the way they are. She don't like church. Hallelujah. She don't like no church. Now you know you don't mess with my Jesus. I can't stand that girl. But you listened. So, I don't feel bad. I know they listen. The little, some of those little stars on the media, I've heard from them. On YouTube, I have surveillance sometimes of all of my videos from the government. So I speak out, and I had a right to. Really, I have a right to speak to Obama and tell him what I feel. I had a right to do that. I would have been by myself, and black people would probably have stomped me to death because they love that nothing man. That's just going to be it, and it'll be like that in the future. So you have to realize you can't trust all black people either. Watch your back. Okay, watch your back. So I am going to go now. Have a good day, and please remember this. Never, ever, ever turn the other cheek. Fight. Fight back. Ashe.